How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be doing a quick little video on how to replace or modify your EPK M3 module or your low pressure fuel pump module on your E-Series N55 or N54 powered 335i. In this case, this is an E-Series N55 335i, and we're just going to be modifying the EPK module to help with overheating issues. Okay, to start off, you're just going to want to go to your back seat and lift up on the two clips on the rear seat. So this part should come right out. You can move that to the side. And then up here, same thing. You're just going to want to remove the two clips on this and take that out of the way. Pretty simple. And then right here is your EPK module or your low pressure fuel pump module. And you're just going to unclip the two clips here. They're really easy. Just a little press and pull out. And then after that, you can do the 10 mils here, and then the whole module should lift out. So now that you have your module at your desk or something, or somewhere inside where you can easily work on it, I just kind of wanted to talk about why we would actually do this to a module that seems to be working fine for the most part. So for me personally, I was experiencing after long drives or for letting the car run for a very long time, I would say like an hour to an hour and a half plus, the car would randomly shut off and it would not turn back on for the next like 5-10 minutes. This was mostly because of the module overheating, since I am running a Walbro 450 upgraded stage 2 low pressure fuel pump on my car. This is mostly only going to happen to people that do have upgraded low pressure fuel pumps, since that fuel pump draws a little bit more power, so it does cause these modules to overheat. So in this case, we're just going to be adding some better thermal pads and better heat transfer so we can prevent overheating. So to start off, we're just going to go ahead and take a flathead screwdriver. In this case, I just have a iFixit kit, and we're going to pry up on these two little areas here. There's 4 on each side, but if you can just get one side up, the module just comes right up. It's not too difficult. So that just comes apart, and then you're just going to want to focus on getting these 2 T10 Torx screws. Once you get those out, the actual module should lift right up. As you can tell, I've already done the modification to mine. Basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to take some heat pads from a motherboard. Here, I'll show you what I have here. So they're just thermal pads that you would use on like a computer motherboard. I'll link you in the bio for some cheap ones off Amazon. They're only like 5 or 10 bucks. And basically you're just going to layer it on the back side of here. There was normally a little rubber, like I would say like heat pad that they have here. It obviously doesn't do a very good job, so that's why we're replacing it with these thermal pads. So you just want to layer them back where they were with the rubber heat pad, and then we're also going to put some heat pads underneath this larger module on the actual board here. So in this case, since it is a little bit elevated, or it's a little bit lower than the other side, we did have to stack the heat pads. So this is actually 6 layers of heat pads. Once you stack them, it should work just fine, and then you can slot this right back in and reinstall with the 2 screws and the T10. Reinstall the module. What I did is, you can see this little bracket here on the back that actually holds the module into place. I just took some CPU thermal compound and I put it on the back of the module here. So just layered it up on the back there. I didn't do too much, but I didn't do a little amount either. And then I actually put the module onto the bracket and then screwed it in, and then you can go ahead and plug it back in. This just helps with transferring heat to the actual back bracket back there. Like I said, we're just trying to prevent overheating. So by doing this, it should allow the module to not overheat and transfer heat much better. So that is how to uninstall and reinstall your EPK module or your low pressure fuel pump module on your BMW 335i. This applies for the N55 E-Series and the N54. In this case, if you were replacing the module itself, you would have to recode through INPA in order to get the correct flow values for your low pressure fuel pump. It's fairly straightforward, and I will link a little DIY on how to do that on the forum pages. And if you guys comment, I can make a little quick video on how to do that. But in this case, I didn't replace mine. I just did the quick modification with the thermal pads, so I'm not going to be doing it to mine. If I do have these problems still, I will be replacing mine with a newer module. It's possible that my module is just fried and is overheating too quickly. But by doing this, you should be able to fix your long crank or possible car stalling after long drives or overheating on that module. And like I said, this mostly applies to cars that have upgraded low pressure fuel pumps. And that will be all today, guys. I really appreciate you checking out the video. We will be doing some more videos in the future, especially on this car. We will be doing a upgraded clutch soon, since this clutch is going bad, as well as a lightweight flywheel. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys.